Morning guys, just a quick how-to on your engine oil filter and service change for your Discovery. What you need is 7 litres of HPR diesel 5W40. I love my Penrite oil, always have, always will. I like to flush because it recommends it, so I run engine flush before draining the oil. So you just drop it in, run it for 10 minutes at idle and then drop the oil out. Oil filter part number WC0107 on this brand. I just use Cooper because that's what I can get locally pretty easily. As far as tooling is concerned, another simple one, 13mm socket for your bash plate, and you can either use your 13mm socket again for your sump, or my preference is using a ratchet, just so I can see everything a bit better and I got a better feel for it. To get your oil filter off, once again another ratchet, and depending if you have metric or imperial sockets, 32mm or 1.25 inch will both do the job fine. And that's about it really, so we'll get into it. So first things first, we're just gonna put the engine flush in and let it run. Alright, so first things first, we're just going to drop our engine flush in, let the engine idle for 10 minutes. Obviously just take your car for a drive before you put this in, so your engine oil is nice and warm. Got to pull the shiny thing off of it. Come here, you bugger. And this is 50ml of flush to every litre, so this is a 7 litre capacity, so pretty much just use the whole canister. So just going to start the car up, let it run. Well, after 10 minutes, you just want to pull your covers and stuff off. You want to let the engine sit for 5, just so all the oil settles into the sump before you start draining. And yeah, just a big one to note is you got to pull your oil cap off to pull this cover off to get to your filter. Just blow out any sand and stuff before you actually lift this cover up, because it always ends up in your filler cap. It's a horrible time. So just a bit of air in there, but I've already cleaned mine off, so. And then straight away until you're ready, I'll put the cap back on. But I just, yeah, Bob's your uncle. Alright, so obviously up underneath the car now, you've removed your bash plate, and this is your engine drain bung right here. So 13mm spanner is what I like to use, but yeah, you can always use that 13mm from your socket for pulling the bash plate off. Alright, so now that's finished draining, what I like to do is go up top, crack the filter off. I don't pull it out entirely, I just loosen it a couple of turns, and then you'll watch, you'll see a lot more oil come out of the bottom of the sump, and that's how you know your filter's draining. If you don't let it drain, you'll make a mess inside your engine bay, so just something to take note of. I'll show you that now. Alright, so this is your oil filter housing here, and pretty much counterclockwise loosens it off. I'm going to try and do this quick, so I'm going to crack the filter. I've only got one camera, which likes to fall all the time like that. I've only got the one camera, so I'm going to crack the filter, I'm going to quickly grab it, and then show you the extra oil coming out the bottom. Alright, so you've loosened the filter off a few turns, and that's what happens. You'll see a lot. I don't know if you can see that properly, but you start to see a lot of oil coming out the bottom again. So basically just wait for that flow of oil to stop, and then you know your filter's drained. That's my phone. Alright, so that's stopped draining now. So basically you're just going to lift the filter out and turn it upright as fast as you can so you don't drain any oil. Alright, so it is recommended by Land Rover to replace the drain bung every oil change. I haven't actually changed mine since I bought the car 2 years ago, so all I do is I clean up the drain bung with some brake cleaner with a nice clean off, and then I use thread sealant. Alright, so there's two things you got to do to the filter housing. One's obviously get the old oil filter out, so it just sits inside the canister. That's what the new one looks like here. So I found the easiest way to do it is I just grab a hold of the little nipple and just straight in the middle and just pull it up. Sometimes it can be tight because there's like a little spring catchment for it there. Most of the time it's pretty easy, but set myself up to fail here. I'm just going to chuck this in the bin for 2 seconds. Ooh, I'm back. All you want to do is just clean out inside that oil filter housing and replace the O-ring. Right, now you just got to replace your O-ring. Got to say in tools required, you just need a small flat blade screwdriver and just pop it off like that. So the new one, you'll see this V groove just here. Let me get better lighting for you. Just here, that's where the O-ring sits. Just a matter of you pop that on, and you got to make sure that you haven't got it all twisted and kinked. So once you get the O-ring in there, just pop your screwdriver in like this and just work your way around. And what that'll do is it'll take all the knots out. Small dollop of oil, old oil's fine, and just smear on the O-ring. Stops it sticking. You'll thank yourself for it later. So new oil filter has a little nipple on it, and you'll see a little recess there in the hole. So you just put the filter down the center and you pretty much just twist and you'll feel it drop in. Pretty simple. Easiest way to do it, and then you just slide your canister back over the top of the filter and you nip it up. So don't go too tight on these because they're only plastic. I think the spec's like 15 Newton meters or something. So just a gentle nip and you're done. Alright, so these engines take roughly 7 litres. Your dipstick's on your right hand side as you're looking from the front, and you've pretty much just got your balls there. So I've actually overfilled mine a touch too much, but you want to be in between there, the two knobs, right up the top there is where you want to be. You'll see a couple of little dots, and that's perfect. But mine's a bit too overfull, so I'm going to drain some out. Alright, bash plate's on, that's job done guys. All you got to do after that is run the engine up, turn it off and double check your oil level. Thank you. Bye.